Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am finishing up some things with the RFID chute. As you see, I've got the box installed and some electronics there installed, but I'm still working on that. I'm out here in the garage working, and we've lost some of our warm weather, hence the kerosene heater. But the real reason why I'm making this video is to talk about one of my favorite homestead tools, and that is the knife. I got a new knife today, so I figured it was a cool chance to break out a few of my favorite homestead tools to show you what I like and why I like it. First one up top here is the Becker BK9, 9-inch knife. It is not the thickest knife in the world, but it's a quite capable knife. Now, honestly, I've not used this knife a lot, and you can see. I think I've used it a few times to baton some wood, but the edge on it is exactly as it came from the factory, and you can probably just see a few lines where I've split some kindling with it, but that's just about it. This is my brand new, just got today, the Busse HOG 8. As you see here, this is the thickest knife in the bunch, and that's an incredibly thick piece of Infi steel. Just got it today, have not even had a chance to put another edge on it. This is basically what I've been carrying all day, which is the Busse Special Forces Natural Outlaw. This is the battle grade version in SR 101 steel. Holds an edge very, very good, but this is the SR 101 steel and not the Infi steel. So one of the main reasons why I got this guy is because I wanted a large knife with Infi steel, and I don't think I'm done yet. This one is a hefty knife. It's actually heavier, being 1/4 of an inch thick, but it is SR 101 steel as opposed to the Infi, so it is a little bit heavier. This is pretty much what I carry every day when I'm out in the public, if you will. It's about a 5-inch blade or a 4 and some change, so it's not too big of a blade, but it's pretty much my daily carry knife. This is Infi steel. This is a Busse SOB, and this was the prototype version before they came out with the production versions. Once again, Infi steel, and this is a daily carry knife. This used to be previously my daily carry. I'm a big Busse fan, but I'm also a fan of Tops knives. And actually, there's a lot of things about this knife that made it a really nice, especially the jimping that you have on the back here. This thing just holds in the hand really, really well. It's really an excellent hunting knife, beyond anything as far as skinning and all of that is concerned. It works really well with that, but it was an awesome daily carry knife as well. One of the main reasons why I went to the Infi over this one as daily carry is just because I keep this one oiled because it's 1095 steel, and the Infi just has a little bit better stainless steel properties. Next up, this is a all of these knives are American made, really, really good quality knives. I threw this one in the mix because this is a cheap piece of crap. I think I got this out of one of the cheap bins at Tractor Supply, but it was a really nice, full tang, relatively thick knife, and most of the work that this has been done, that we do with this knife is pretty much with animals. It is a big skinning knife for all practical purposes. We also have here the ESEE3. This has really never been used because I bought this for my wife. You can see here a lot of handling. I mean, it's been in the hand quite a bit, but I don't think it, and there again, this is also the factory edge on here. She has not really used this thing at all, and most of the wearing you see her on the handle is just from being in the hand, but not really a whole bunch of use in the field. But it's an excellent knife. It's an excellent knife. And last off is a Columbia River knife and tools neck knife, and I like this as a handy little neck knife. The sheath for it is here, so it's a pretty nice and cheap nice neck knife. I've always liked Columbia River knife and tool products. I have I'm probably carrying at least one of their folders as well. One of the reasons why I like those is you can typically buy them at the home box stores, and they're relatively decent price, but they perform very well. I find myself buying a lot of knives, especially folders, because I lose them. I am less likely to use lose a fixed blade knife. So I found out long ago that I very rarely lose a fixed blade knife. However, I will find folders like this everywhere. My wife finds them because I buy them constantly because I'll always lose them. They'll fall out of my pocket. Sometimes there'll be 3 or 4 of them in my vehicle. But that just goes to show you I carry a knife, multiple, typically with me every day because it's one of the most useful tools, I think, in the toolbox. So that's just a little bit about knives and some of my favorites. I'll also talk a little bit, I'll do a quick review and talk about, once I get this thing sharpened, the Ken Onion edition of the Work Sharp knife sharpener, which I think is, you know, I've probably had that for a few months, or about a month now or so, maybe 2 months. And you can get some decent mirror edges using that thing. So that'll be another part about keeping the knife nice and sharp. But it is one of the best homestead tools that there are. So I hope everyone is keeping warm. I will give you some more updates as we finish getting everything wired here. I'll see how much more of the cold I can brave out here in the garage and get to work and keep working some more. But until then, you guys have a good one. Thanks a lot.